Hello, this video is part 4 in the series of using RSETPy to download MODIS data. So in part 3 we left off with downloading the data and showing the results of the download. In this video we're going to cover just how to create a new text configuration file to do downloading of, say, a different year. So it'll involve creating a new file and modifying some of the original ones. Okay, so as you can see, the RSETPy is still downloading the data, but we won't let that get in our way. So we're going to go ahead and create a new download configuration file. So we're going to go to the Start menu, open up Computer, go to C drive, Program Files x86, NMSU, RSETPy, Input, and then Downloads. Suppose we wanted to download 2012 data. Well, we could modify this modis_2010.in to include the 2010 all the way up to 2012, but that wouldn't really fit in with the paradigm we have going with our system right now. So we create text configuration files, as you can see, for each year. So we're going to stick with that paradigm. So I'm going to copy the modis_2010.in, sorry about that, and paste it. Yes, for administrator permissions. And then I'm going to rename it to modis2012.in. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I need to open it with administrator privileges in Notepad. So I'm going to go to my Start menu, type Notepad. It comes up, so I'm going to right-click, run as administrator. Open. Well, we're already here in C Program Files x86 NMSU RSETPy Input and Downloads, so we're just going to change the filter so we see all files. And I'm going to open modis_2012.in. Okay, so this is how we had our 2010 system set up, or 2010 text configuration file set up, but we don't really need all of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is these two lines that are commented out already, I'm just going to delete them. So we're going to get rid of a little bit of the clutter. I'm also going to change the names just so they sound a little bit, or they make a little bit more sense. So I'm going to do DWL for the first one, mod 11_L2. And since this is a 2012 file, I'm just going to go ahead and take off the _2010. I'm also going to do the same thing for the mod 03 in the next group to process. And then also with the mod 021km. Okay, so we've renamed our groups to process. Now we have to change them under the section, under the groups section. And as you can see, the groups section starts where I have it highlighted. So we don't have a groups to process that's named MIG mod 032010. So we're just going to delete that completely. We did have the DWL_pass mod 032010, but we renamed it, remember, so I'm going to go ahead and rename it here so that it matches the groups to process, the entry in the groups to process. So yeah, it matches this name for the group matches this one up here. And then I'm going to change the start and end date I'm going to keep the dest store path the same in the E directory, and I'm going to change the start date to 2012-0101. And this is important to note. I'm going to change the end date to 2012-12/31. So today is May 2nd. So suppose I ran RSETPy with this this text configuration file activated. It'll get all the data up until today or tomorrow, whenever it's done running. But then if you set it up as an automated in the automated tasks or the task scheduler, you re-enable it, every single night it will get the brand new data for 2012. So you'll actually get the running data without having to re-download everything else. So if it's the current year, that's what will happen if you set the end date to 2012-12/31. We don't have a DWL today mod 03, so we're going to go ahead and delete that entire group. We also don't have MIG mod 0221 mod 021 KM 2010, so we're going to delete that one as well. And we did have this group name, but we renamed it, so we're going to name it what we renamed it to. Okay, so this one matches this up here. So we're going to change the date again, the start and end dates. So now it's 2012-0101 to 2012-12/31. We didn't have a DWL today mod 021 KM, so we're going to delete that one. We didn't have a MIG underscore mod 11 L2, so we're going to delete that. We did have a DWL pass mod 11 underscore L2 underscore 2010, so we're going to rename that to what we renamed it in the groups to process list. Okay, and then of course we're going to change the date, start and end dates. And then we didn't have a DWL today mod 2011, so we're going to delete that as well. And then for just to simplify the file a little bit more, all of these groups that are commented out, we're just gonna delete them. Okay, so now you see a special properties section and an overpass times. That just specifies when the satellite makes its overpass, and you know, we figured these out and put them in there. And so the built-in MODIS capabilities of RSETPy understands this. You don't have to worry about it or mess with it. Just leave it as it is. And that pretty much is it. So we've really simplified this MODIS underscore 2012.in file to do only what we want, which is download the 3 data sets. So we're going to go ahead and save and close. Okay, so now that we created a MODIS underscore 2012.in text configuration file, we need to make sure that that's active in the downloads.in text configuration file, so the next time RSETPy runs, it knows to read the new 2012 file and then perform the downloads for that year. So we're going to go to Notepad again and open it as administrator. And we're going to go to the input directory and open the downloads.in. And we're going to add a new file value under this databases section. So in this file, in the downloads file, the databases really mean like remote databases, or the places where we go to get the data sets. So we're going to add a new oops. Let's get that down there. So I'm going to name it file 2. Remember this file this line here is commented out, so it won't conflict. And then I'm going to change it to MODIS 2012.in, and that'll activate it in RSETPy when it runs next. So we just save and exit. Next time we run, we should be downloading 2012 data. Thanks.